Hi everyone, my name is Mary Angela Mancuso and I am the founder at Facebook group Chronic Lyme Disease Recovery and the owner at chroniclymerecovery.com, where I help women stop their suffering from Lyme disease and get their active lives back faster. I'm glad you're here to join me today. As I always like to say, it makes me so excited that you take action to help you stop suffering and get the recovery from Lyme disease that you would like. Remember to hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified of all the videos that I put up, and to hit the like button also so that the videos can get out there and more search for others that are suffering with Lyme disease. Today, we are going to work on a reset for the body. Now, when you have Lyme disease, you feel so confused, signals, pain, fatigue, anxiety, the brain fog, and even just anxiety so high that you get into some panic attacks. That can all be happening at one time or another, and some of them all together. And getting a reset to your energy body, as I like to call the energy process of that emotional psyche, is very good to do, to work on and to reestablish, so that you can then work on a more physical process of healing, which would relate to treatments. Remember, anytime that you can manage the emotional landscape of healing, treatments work better because they are accepted by the body, because you're in a place to receive them as healing instead of an intrusion on already a traumatic space. So let's get started. Remember, you can be seated as I am on the floor. I am sitting on a pillow. That's how I like to do that for my spine. And you can also sit in a chair, which I have one back there from my previous session. And you can also be on your bed seated or resting in a comfortable manner. Always adapt for you, and I show adaptions when possible to help you make your experience to stop suffering in the easiest way for you. So let's get our spine up tall or comfortable. Remember, always working in your own space. Let your eyes close, and let's begin our centering process with an easy breath. And today, let's focus on the breathing, moving through the belly, moving at the ribs, and moving at the chest. So the wave-like feel of the breath is floating through the torso. Soften your shoulders and relax your elbows. Relax the pelvis and breathe into the tissues of the torso, to the muscles, to the organs. Soften the ribs. Allow them to move and stretch with the breath without forcing. This is about allowing the body to breathe. Feel your inhale. Relax with the exhale. Allow your day to drop away and your focus to be here in this moment. Allow yourself to be present with the breath. Remember, the only pathway to the mind is the breath. So when you focus and manage your breathing, you begin to manage. Now go ahead and open your eyes. Let's bring our hands together and give them a brisk rub. Now maybe it is a slow movement for you, or maybe you like to go a little quicker, creating a little more sensation. Hands speak to the mind, and this can begin to balance nerve sensation. Okay, let's place the left hand onto the heart space. Place the right hand on top. Breathe into your hands. Soften the shoulders, soften the elbows. Breathe into your hands and let the heart feel your breath. Let the body expand left and right with the breath, so that it's just not a forward and back feeling or an up and down feeling, but you're moving all around the body. Breathing beneath your hands, connect into your heart essence. Now, keeping your left hand on your heart, I want you to get your right hand and just curl the fingers and thumbs so it's like you're making the number 1 sign. And you're going to tap the bottom lip. You're going to tap your nose. You're going to tap on the outside corner of the eyes. Go not at the temple, okay, which is up here, but where the eye comes out, kind of like right where the line of my glasses goes. So you're not on the soft part, you're right around the bone. That's the outside of the eye. And then you're going to tap at the brow point, which is right where the eyebrows and nose meet, not in the middle, but right here. Then you come back down to the lower lip, the nose, and the outside corner of the left eye, and back up to the brow point. So we continue onward here with your hand on your heart, touching the spots, the lip, the nose, the outside corner of the eye, and the brow point. So we're going left and right sides here. And when you touch, you want to feel it. It's not a hard pressure, but you can notice the touch. Now this is your reset that begins to create a reset of the chakras, the energy wheels of the body that are all along the spine. This helps to reset the body's grid. Now, close your eyes and just let your breath flow easily with the tapping process or the touching. Okay, this is yoga. And this is a Kundalini method, a part of it, a modified version of it. Let your eyes relax. Your breath is just very nice and natural. Your tapping is not speedy. It is regulated. So you're creating a tempo that you can maintain for a couple more rounds, and you're doing great. Careful of your shoulder and elbow. If they're getting tired, always rest. And we'll go one more time each side so that when you finish off on the left side and everything is even. And your hand comes back onto your heart. Deep breath. And then go ahead and release your hands. You're going to turn your palms up. We're going to tap at the index in the middle and the ring and the pinky. The index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky. And keep tapping at your own pace. Now you can just stay like this, just tapping. Remember, the fingertips do speak into the brain. So you're talking to the brain with the tapping here. And remember, the thumb represents all of the glands of the brain. So you're talking right to pituitary and all those wonderful glands at the center of the brain. Okay, now, if you want to add on here, you can begin the chant sa, ta, na, ma. So that as you're tapping down, it is sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. And that's birth, life, death, and rebirth. Okay, just exactly what we do in Lyme, right? We have our life, we've been born, we have our life. Here comes Lyme, the illness robs us of our life. We have a little death in our life, and then the recovery is being born again. Sa, ta, na, ma. Close your eyes if you like, and if it works, you can look up toward the brow point. And you have your tapping happening. Again, if you're doing the chant with it, the sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. One of the big healing processes of tapping and chanting together, creating vibrational changes in the cells. And going through one more time now, sa, ta, na, ma. Hands come up to the heart center, breathe in, hold the breath, exhale, come back to tapping your lip, your nose, the outside of the right eye, and the brow point. The lip, the nose, the outside of the left eye, and the brow point. Tapping here. Eyes are closed. Breath is natural. Now, if you like to add on to this, begin the satanama. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Now this one you will do in your mind's voice, so it is an inner chant. As you're tapping the points on left and right sides, and you are saying sa, ta, na, ma. Each time you touch a point, the sound is in your mind's voice. Concentrate on it. Full focus. Reset your body, vibration and touch. Working the polyvagal pathway here. I talk about that quite a bit, but in Lyme you have so much trauma that always working on the polyvagal pathway is important, because that is the trauma reset pathway. And these touches and sounds help the reset. Okay, one more round with Satanama in the mind. And then hands will stack onto the heart center. Inhale and exhale underneath your hands. Picture yourself as a child. See that child. I want you to inhale now and hold the breath as you picture yourself as a child. And exhale. Inhale again. Picture that child, that's you, in your heart. And exhale. And then inhale, hold the breath, bless the child, the picture of you in your heart. Bless you as a child in your heart. And exhale. Breathe underneath your hands to the heart space. In your mind's voice, sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Continue in your mind's voice. And now inhale Fill yourself up with love. Exhale. Inhale again. Feel that love. Exhale. Release your hands. Let your eyes open. Now remember that you can return to this technique or a part of it that really resonated with you. At any time, you can do this in the morning when you get up to set your day. You could do it in the afternoon when something has been upsetting to you or confusing, or even before bed to help you get a little better sleep. You can do it for a longer time than what we have done here, or even a shorter time, because remember, it's always about doing something versus doing nothing in your Lyme disease recovery. Hands at the heart center. Let's end with our Sat Nam. Remember, we draw out the Sat, and the Nam is a short sound. Inhale. Sat Nam. Thank you for joining me today.